First, all right, let's get into this replay. TSM versus Vitality, probably the best series we've seen, I think, from any teams so far. Oh, that was weird. It, like, loaded in weird. So far this season, I thought it was probably the best case, I feel like, for TSM that I've seen. Because I was a little skeptical coming into this week, and then TSM looked really, really strong. So what we're going to do, this will be a replay review, and feel free to mention things in chat and all that stuff. I think chat is up on my screen. Yes, it is. Okay. So there you go. But feel free to talk along. I probably won't be following too closely the chat because I'll be watching the game. But what we do generally is we do auto cam to see how people are positioned, see how they're passing, and all that stuff. Like, I don't think player perspective gives you that much information most of the time. But when certain plays happen, we will go into player perspectives to see what they're looking at and all of that stuff. I prefer the auto cam more than player perspectives. So let's do it. Let's get into this replay. First, let the face off. What a terrible play by Remco. No, okay, all right. It was a kickoff that they lost for sure. Okay, never mind. Now it's a terrible play by Remco. So K-Dub just throws this on net. Like honestly, like, this isn't a great play by K-Dub. He honestly should be looking for the pass. Sure, they're rotating through TSM, but this is a very easily just like hard clear out. But of course, Scrub and Fairy are going to be waiting in the midfield to try and keep ball possession, but this is never supposed to go in. Let's go over to Remco. Let's see what happened. He gets the boost, and that's just a bad play. We're going to continue. So that should have never went in. So, okay. Never mind. TSM is the worst team in the league. Second kickoff. So this play right here that I don't think the casters noticed at the time. Such a smart play by Scrub. So he's trying to cheat up incredibly close to the ball. The problem is if the ball gets lost back into your half, then you have no chance of making that play. Fairy Peak is going for boost. He also turns up field. So he's expecting to win on this kickoff. When that doesn't happen, this is a free net for iIgnite. Right here, that is free for iIgnite. Depending if Fairy can make it, like depending on how hard iIgnite hits it, but he should be able to put it home. But this bump by Scrub is just so important there. He just takes him out of the play, so not a tie game yet. Let's go over to Scrub here, like on this kickoff. And everyone knows that Scrub's one of the best kickoff players in the game. But look at that play. Just takes him right out. iIgnite has no chance for a shot now. And now, instead of losing the kickoff and maybe even a goal there, Fairy Peak has full control on this kickoff. And it's just like, all right, now we can do whatever we want. So it'll be Fairy Peak, probably by himself mostly. He has Kate up in the back. And there you go. Boom. He goes for the dribble. And another smart thing here is look at the confidence of Scrub. He's like, I don't have any boost. I just had to bump someone out. But I know Fairy Peak has the ball. He's one of the best dribblers in the game. Obviously, probably the best 1v1 player in the world. Still. And it's like, all right, I'll come with you. I don't care. Like, I don't have to rotate out here. I'm just going to come along and look at this play by Fairy. Just a perfect pass. Scrub's just sitting there waiting. Brilliant play. So that's a 2-goal swing right there. That is all Scrub Killer. He just bumps iIgnite, 2-goal swing. Fairy Peak makes an incredible play on that dribble. And now Vitality is looking really, really strong. So a lot of confidence between these three players on their team to move up on plays like that. Well done, all in all, by Vitality. Metza with a pretty poor clear here. Just kind of misreads this ceiling hit, so he's got to just throw it away. But luckily, with iIgnite there, he's trying to push up to try and disrupt. But it didn't matter in the long run. Scrub Kill gets the ball alone, trying to make some people miss. K-Dop throws that across the middle. Smart play there by Fairy to not go for anything and just let K-Dop get the boost and try and keep control. Or I'm sorry, K-Dop to Scrub. I think I mixed up their names, but you get the point. A good read there by Remco, but the problem is he just throws it away anyway. Like, it's good to try and keep possession on these plays from midfield to block this, but when you can't put it in a spot that you want to, it might be better off that Remco just kind of leaves this ball for his teammate, because it's not really threatening here. Like, let's go over to Remco real quick. I just want to talk about this play. I just want to see what he sees on this play. So, he knows K-Dop's upfield, so maybe that's the case where Remco doesn't want to let this ball go by him because he doesn't want K-Dop to have a chance at it because he doesn't know exactly where he is right now. He only knows where Fairy and Scrub are, and he thinks that like K-Dop might be in this general vicinity, so that's why he goes for this ball. He also had a chance to make a better touch, obviously, and just didn't get it. But he could have left that for Ignite, but I think he was a little worried that K-Dop could be there, so he goes to that play. Now Scrub throws it away as well. Not a great hit by Scrub. I'm trying to get a good angle here so we can see most of this play, but the ball keeps going towards the halves that we're going towards. But Vitality's keeping possession for it right now, but good clear there by Remco, and great job by Mets to help this along. Go back here for a second. Go back one more time. All right, so Remco, he gets the ball with K-Dop. Fairy Peak was inching forward. Kind of a misposition by Fairy Peak there to allow this play to happen. He could have guarded that midfield and just waited it out, but he got a little antsy. He thought K-Dop might have had something there, but didn't look like he had much, so slightly mispositioned there by Fairy. But at the end of the day, Scrub gets his dribble out. And again, right here, I think it's just, look at this confidence here, where K-Dop and Fairy are like, yeah, Scrub's got this. He's aerial dribbling. And Scrub kind of messes this one up, and now Ignite wins it out. So when this happens, like K-Dop's already front flipping forward. He expects Scrub to win this. Fairy was inching forward, but he finally turns around. And confidence is great. But generally, when you want to have a lot of confidence in your team, have one person have that confidence. Let the other guy play for the 50. So Fairy Peak at least turns around just in time there. But they lose possession here just because of the overconfidence. But looks like they will eventually get this out, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head. Right here, a little bit jumbled in the corner, but all of TSM backed off to grab boost. So they're able to get the ball out. And then Ignite, a poor pinch off the wall, allows Vitality to hold possession here. Scrub here as well, moves up maybe a little bit too close. And now he's got to back off. So kind of different from last week when they played Barcelona. They were holding midfield extremely well. But here it seems like they're trying to push that midfield pressure maybe a little bit too much, and they're giving up some of these midfield plays that they don't necessarily have to. Because when Fairy Peak is trying to rush out Remco, it's going to force Remco to just throw the ball forward. And Scrub should probably just back up a little bit before that play because he's going to get possession for it. He doesn't necessarily have to push there. Here's a good team pass, a K-Dop to Scrub to get it out. But TSM's doing a good job at trying to block out these aerial dribbles by Scrub Killer. Mets almost messes this one up here. He moves forward. He's expecting the pass from Remco, I think. Let's go over to Mets. But this play could have been super dangerous. So we go over to Mets. He's waiting for this play. He's like, oh, this could be a pass. Actually, he's not even reading the pass all that well. He expects Remco to miss. He just misreads where this is on the wall. He actually tries to go for the pass a little bit late from Remco, and that screws him up. But he just gets up the wall here and keeps possession. That would have been really dangerous if that ball got by him or if he had a worse touch. But he just rolled it up the wall, so that's super safe. Just throws it high into the other end. Nice read here by Ignite on K-Dop to keep possession. Scrub going for another aerial dribble. And again, TSM is just patient on them and doing a pretty decent job. It turns into a 50, but it goes right to Fairy Peak. Very poor clear here by Ignite. Like, he has time here, but this is just a mistouch. And at this point, then it just turns into K-Dop's ball. And this is always dangerous when Fairy and K-Dop are up here. Let's see what happens on this demo play. So Fairy Peak goes for Remco, but Remco never jumps. He kind of fakes him out and is able to play some defense here. So well done by Remco. Let's go over to him. Let's check out this play. So generally, you expect people to jump. It's basically like rock, paper, scissors here, where when someone's going for a demo on you, you could jump to avoid them, but then you're out of position. And if they jump, then you're dead. If you stay grounded, and they stay grounded, then you're dead as well. But if you stay grounded and they jump, that's your best option. So generally, you should stay on the ground more times than not, I guess. But it just depends if what rock, paper, scissors matchup you want to play. Fairy Peak went for Remco's going to jump. He did not, so well done by him. K-Dop also kind of fakes the pass here, but Remco doesn't fall for it at all because he has Scrub available. But Remco can see, like, this is going to be a shot. He immediately goes for the shot. So well done by him. That's some solid defense there. And maybe he thought Mets would block the pass, but he didn't have that. Like, Remco goes for this when K-Dop might have had a chance for that pass. And maybe Mets can meet Scrub, but it's very unlikely. But Nice read by Remco. Really, really good defense. Okay, Mets throws the ball forward. Where's Remco going here? Jeez. Remco, hold on. Probably just can't really see him because I'm on ball cam, so let me go off ball cam. I just want to see where Remco is going here. So Remco, he's going for boost. I assume he grabs that boost. Actually, we'll just highlight Remco. Nope. Oh, he just needed a boost. So he decided to go all the way around for boost. He really wanted that boost. He didn't want to be part of that play at all. He's just like, nah, man. We just need the boost. It worked out eventually, I guess. But a little strange. And that's a ballsy play versus Vitality, who's like, can turn on you at any point. And then have like a 1v1 on defense is like, ugh, little risky, but paid off. Good pass by Ignite. So right here, K-Dop's trying to throw it forward. So Fairy Peak tries to intercept it, which he does, but he just tips it back up in front of everyone. And this is where things kind of break down for Vitality, because now K-Dop has an awkward angle. He can't get a lot of power on this at all. So Fairy Peak and Scrub both have to retreat, but Fairy Peak obviously just went for that intercept. So he's out of the play. But what this does is this opens up that midfield completely. And this is all because of that TSM pressure on the pass where they tried for that intercept to begin with from Vitality. So this opens up that pressure. But Metanoris doesn't do anything with this ball. So this is a decent ball by Ignite. But Metanoris doesn't even try and put this on net, which I'm surprised. And then turns into a relatively easy clear for Vitality. So kind of a bad play there by Mets to not keep that pressure up. Like, you want to force that around the net and at least force them to have like a kind of bad rebound, and then let Remco try and keep that ball in play to keep that possession. But he just threw it into the corner, and K-Dop got an easy clear with the help of his teammates. Mets and Ignite on top of one another. It kind of ruins that play, but I don't think there was much going there anyway. Ignite and Remco on top of one another, so they got to be careful with these double commits. Scrub easily beats out Mets here. So Scrub and Mets go for this, but Mets just reads this extremely poorly. He jumps early and like has to readjust, so Scrub can easily win that ball. Nice little double tap. Just keep the ball high, and it just forces basically Ignite to use a lot of boost and not have a great clear attempt. So sure, he probably wanted something better here, like a pass off the wall or something like that, but when this ball is up like this, it's so dangerous for the defending team because they don't want K-Dop or Fairy Peak to come in on this, backboard pass it down. So basically, Ignite has to use the boost he has, all of it, to just throw it into like a spot where maybe Remco can help him. But Fairy Peak's already reading this play and is going up for this and wins this ball back towards the midfield. Luckily, K-Dop's not here. So it works out, and Metanoris gets the clear. Actually, K-Dop was really far away. I just want to go back real quick. I want to see why K-Dop decided to leave this play. That's interesting. I'm very surprised he completely retreats here. This is kind of a bad positional play by K-Dop, where Ignite didn't really have the greatest of options to get the clear. And maybe he's just trying to play a little safe because they're up 2. That's my only excuse here for this. Like, he didn't necessarily have to flip back. He could have just kind of chilled midfield and waited it out. But he flips all the way back. He was really worried for the pass, I guess, from Ignite to Remco. But I guess because he's up 2, I'll give him a little slack for that. Trying to play a little safe. But that ruins their offensive chance. It also gives Metanoris a chance to have a 1v1 play. But hey, they're not Vitality. They're not 1v1ers, and Metanoris kind of messes that one up. I think he was trying for the pass to Remco here. So he's trying to fake it first, and then I think he wanted to side flip it over to Remco. And it's a good idea, but just didn't really get anything with it. So K-Dop throws it out with the flip reset. Everyone's afraid now because K-Dop's flip resetting. And Fairy Peak just wins this ball out outright. So K-Dop didn't really do a lot with this flip reset. But Scrub Killer comes in, and Remco obviously doesn't read it on the wall. So he gets a good 50-50 challenge here. And this ball just spills out perfectly. Metanoris tries to rotate in here to make this play. He probably should have just rotated to net. He kind of just put on the brakes for a second there, and that decision was not good. And Fairy Peak, easy goal for him. So first game here, I feel like Metzenauer kind of struggling. Had some poor plays, but we know he picks it up later on in the series. Nope, phone's going off. Nice play here by Metz. So K-Dub tries to throw to Ferry, but great job as a third man by Metz to intercept that. Also, he has to rush it because they're down 3. So they're trying to come back here, so let me just make sure. Okay. Ignite goes for the backboard read. He's trying to beat Fairy Peak as quickly as he can on this wall. He knows Fairy Peak's up there. I'm surprised he doesn't go for a shot here, but let's see why. Let's see what he does. Yeah, I guess he's probably like, they'll probably save it, you know? So he wants that backward read. Maybe he's thinking Fairy Peak is going to try and play defense on the wall to guard the left side of the net. K-Dop will defend on the right side. So he's like, well, if Fairy tries to defend here, then I can throw it off the wall and go for a double tap. But Fairy reads that pretty well and gets up anyway. But Ignite also misses. But he was just trying to do it incredibly fast. And that's what you basically have to do is when you're going off the backboard, you have to throw it incredibly fast off the backboard to beat out those back wall defenders nowadays. And here's a 4th goal. Scrub Killer reads it off the crossbar, which is just nuts. So let's go back just a little bit. So they try and send the house. It's bad 50-50. Remco's out of position as well, which I'm actually just want to go over to him real quick. So he grabs boost, and he actually starts to move forward here a bit. He bails on it a little bit late, and that little bit lateness makes him miss this play, and Scrub Kill gets the goal. Let's watch it from Scrub's point of view, because it was a pretty goal, for sure. Goes up, throws it off, and I don't know if he actually read that crossbar, but Scrub is that good. Maybe he did. I have no idea. Well done by him getting that goal. Absolutely nuts. And this game is basically over. We got 20 seconds left. Not much going to go on here. And also, decisions are going to be probably a lot looser because, you know, this game is over. So we're just going to move on to game number 2. Actually, TSM scores. We'll show the goal. We'll show it. Ignite. Good job here. Beating out Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak just threw it a little bit too far in front of himself. Everyone moving forward on Vitality. Opens up the door. Ignite throws it on net. I don't know where Scrub is going here. Scrub is just kind of moving forward. There's like, I probably shouldn't. All right. There you go. There's the goal for TSM. Let's move on to game number 2. All right. Fly view. Ooh, look at that car. All right. Scrub Hill wins the kickoff. K-Dop scores. It's that simple sometimes. So Vitality likes to cheat up incredibly close on kickoffs. Right here, we see K-Dop relatively close, and the problem is when the ball goes into the other half and both players cheat up on both teams, huge advantage if you throw it into the other half. Ignite really can't do anything about this. Maybe he could jump there and try and block it, but he doesn't have a lot of boost at that point. Let's see how much he uses. He probably actually doesn't use a lot going up for this kickoff. Let's see. Let's see if he could have done something. He could probably stop that. I'm surprised he doesn't, but, you know, it happens. K-Dop with the goal. And that's not a good start for TSM, but they do battle back. Fairy just throwing this. He kind of throws this one away a little bit. He has time. He's got to worry about Metz, I guess, going for the bump. Maybe he wanted to pass to Scrub, but Scrub's got to get that mid boost, so that's kind of just throwing away possession there a bit. Nice dribble there by Scrub, but Metzenauer, really good challenge, and that 50-50 really works out for them, but there's always someone there for Vitality to make the intercept. Right here, Scrub and K-Dop just getting on top of one another a little bit. This is Scrub's ball. K-Dop goes up too, though, but it might have worked out with the bump. Just get it a little bit further out. So right here, this play by Fairy is definitely a panic play. He should have never went for this. Let's go over to his view. Like, he can see. There's literally no one there. No one's around to hit this ball. Maybe he thinks Remco's a little closer, but he should know better than this. This is a very easy possession ball for K-Dop or Scrub. So this is just one of those, we'll call this a Season 6 Fairy Peak play. So he just throws it back to keep possession there for TSM. But then TSM also double commits, which is going to maybe hurt their chances here, but it doesn't matter. It's a goal. So Remco and Metsonoris both go for it. Works out for him. K-Dop can't read it off the crossbar. And that pinch probably helped because K-Dop doesn't go up right away because of that. Because it's hard to read those pinches. So he has to bail back to net. Yeah, then he doesn't read it correctly at first. And he doesn't read it correctly again. So bad Fairy Peak play. Bad K-Dop play. TSM gets the goal. Scrub wins another kickoff. Pretty much identical to that first one. And K-Dop almost puts it home, but K-Dop pretty poor shot here. This is not a bad pass by Fairy Peak as well. That probably should be a goal. He could wait for the bounce and just throw it wherever he wants, and Ignite has to guess, but kind of a poor shot there by K-Dop. Okay, Remco throwing off the wall. He beats out Scrub. Surprised Metsonoris doesn't challenge this ball. I'm assuming Metsonoris doesn't have boost. Yep. We'll go back to why that is. Let's follow him for a little bit. So right here, he challenges Fairy on that pass play. So he's out, just completely out of position. Then he goes up for that ball, too. Doesn't do anything there. So Metsonoris did this to himself. Having no boost. Just flying for two balls that he completely lost out on. Which makes it so he can't make this play. But he makes that save. Fairy Peak can't get a decent shot on net. And now Ignite tries for the dribble out here. Just a poor flick. He has time. He's trying to flick that for a pass to Remco. And he has Remco wide open too. Like, he's got all the space in the world. If he gets that flick over, then Remco can try and deflect it in. And have a ton of space to work with, but just a bad dribble, so K-Dop gets the intercept. But TSM gets back on defense. K-Dop with the flip reset, but Ignite gets the ball out. God damn it, I keep going on the wrong side for the camera. Nice play by Mets there. Supportive defense. And great control there by Fairy. Look at that. Fairy Peak. You beast. Look at this play. So good. So he's upfield. And this is what makes Vitality so scary, is they can play closer upfield because of how good they can be on defense with their control. So now he has to hustle back, and this is a tough play. Most people would just try and hit this off the backboard and shoot it out. TSM would keep possession. Fairy Peak controls this play on the wall, then gets the dribble. Absolutely nuts. Then gets the clear over Remco. Absolutely nuts play, and it basically keeps Vitality with possession there. Absolutely nuts by him. Even gets a scoring opportunity there, but just can't put it low enough. Good save by Remco. Ignite Tim Metsonoris once again, so they get somewhat of a clear, but this time Vitality doesn't fall for it. They just wait it out. And I'm trying to get into good angles here. This ball's moving too quickly. As soon as I put the camera somewhere, the ball comes right at me. Alright. So Scrub had a poor touch there to give TSM possession. But this was a better touch. Throwing it nice and high. Mets has to go up for that just to defend. Works out. Goes right to Remco. Another poor dribble. That's the third poor dribble, I think. The third or fourth bad flick by TSM so far in this series. Let's see what else. Okay. But they did keep possession on that one at least. Oh, big save by Fairy. And good idea here. Let's go back a little bit. Sorry about that text message. So, a poor flick, but they still get the pass. And Ignite, actually launches that really well. Nice and high above the net. But Fairy makes a big time save. And another big time save. Even though I think that was a little bit wide. Remco with the back pass. Good idea there to just keep possession and basically, get a line change. Ignite just throws that high and deep to get everyone else to get boost. So Metsonoris and Remco both go back for boost, and now Metsonoris can fly to that. And they keep possession. Metsonoris throws it off the ceiling. They still have possession here. Vitality's doing a good job with boom and clears, but it's just giving them enough time to get boost at this point. But they're not getting ball possession right now. So they're just kind of waiting it out. Right here, finally, Scrub passes over to K-Dop. And K-Dop gets a decent dribble. They eventually get it out with the help of Scrub as well. To flip possession a little bit here. But nice touch by Ignite to kind of deny a lot of stuff there. And right back to TSM possession. Scrub kill a dangerous play, but throws it off the wall. And TSM, honestly, for the last minute or so, has had pretty decent ball possession here. Nice clear by Mets. Nice pass, too, by Ignite. And it forces two of them up, which is a little bit dangerous for them. Again, Fairy Peak and K-Dop, like, this shot was actually just super quality, and I could see why they went for that double commit, because they both weren't expecting that touch by Mets. It was absolutely nuts. And finally, Fairy Peak gets a chance there. And Vitality gains ball possession back. It took him a while, though. Just throwing it high and around. Vitality's just waiting it out, and I just cannot get my camera to line up correctly. A little bit of a poor touch here by Fairy. Maybe he's expecting the double tap by Ignite. He wants to throw that probably closer to the wall, I would assume. But I think it was more of like he might have thought there was a double tap there. And Remco's pass just a little bit too far for Ignite. So it ruins that chance as well. But nice recovery there by Remco. He has to make a recovery like on a play where K-Dop is going to maybe make a touch. And then he gets the clear. Over Fairy at least. But the problem is, it's like, all right, you beat Fairy. But now Scrub has a chance to do something by himself all alone. Which is what makes Vitality so scary. And let's go over to his view. So he has time. Just take it off the ceiling. Nice pass down to K-Dop. Brilliant play here. So we got Ignite goes up early to try and defend it. Metsonorus takes the wall. And there's no one left available for the pass. Metsonorus has to try and defend. K-Dop with the goal. I'm going to see it from K-Dop's point of view. Just see how quick he moves up on this play. So K-Dop, he grabs mid-boost, immediately turns around. He's like, oh, Scrub's on the ceiling. This will be perfectly fine. Doesn't have to do a lot there. That's all Scrub. Well done by him. Vitality looking scary. Don't even have possession at all in this game. And it's like, all right, you finally give Scrub Killer the ball by himself. And they make a play happen. Surprised no one goes for this on Vitality. Like, I think Fairy Peak's a little bit too close, which is fine. It's more like K-Dop flew in for a hard clear and landed midfield, so he can't do anything. And Scrub's on the other side of the field just in case something spills out that way. So they have to give that one up a little bit. Ignite, a little bit too hard of a pass to Remco. Like, that's just a bad ball by Ignite. He has time there to do something with it, and he doesn't do anything at all. He just throws it really, really hard and back to the net of Vitality, so it's just not a good ball. Maybe he's trying to hit the curve to drop it down to Remco, but he also has Metsonorus in the midfield, so if he throws it just parallel on that side wall, then they keep a pretty decent possession here. But instead, it just goes right back to Vitality, and it forces Mets to make a pretty difficult save there, but well done. A nice pass over to Ignite. Scrub again, coming off the wall with a little bit of time. I feel like his aerial dribbles have been a little bit off so far in this series. And that one as well. He was just slightly off. And here, just a little bit of confusion. Metsonorus, he didn't realize how much time he had probably. Like, he thought he might have to force a 50 here, I think, at first. And then he tries to change his mind, but it's just, he lands a little bit too far wide of it, so Scrub can make an easy clear. No one grabs this ball, which is surprising. So Remco just throws this down the middle low, which is so dangerous. This is such a dangerous ball, but it actually works out. Hold on. Let me go over to Remco. Play review. Like, I think he just feels like he has to. Like, he has to block Scrub or maybe go for, like, a 50-50. But maybe he sees this. Yeah, so, like, I think he's trying to throw it as far left as he possibly can. But he actually doesn't get as far left as he probably wants at first. But luckily, K-Dop is, like, tied up a little bit by Ignite. So, yeah, I think Remco was trying to throw that back over to Metsonorus to give them possession, but just doesn't get enough on it. But, yeah, like, K-Dop just gets just tapped by Ignite, which is all they need to keep possession here a little bit. Now we got a 50-50 opportunity. But Fairy gets around both, actually, Metsonorus with the bad read on that one. K-Dop, decent shot. Forces up too, but everyone else is doing a line change. Just grabbing boost, so nothing happening there. Good intercept by Ignite just to have a chance there to get the win. But Scrub, huge clear, and that'll be that for this game. So right there, TSM actually had decent possession here or there. Just couldn't get any quality shots out of their possession, I felt like, for the most part. And then it just took one Scrub kill play to turn that game around, basically, for Vitality. Which, again, is why it's scary. Why they are scary. Why Scrub Killer right now probably leading the MVP race as well. And I think he'll probably get it. Like, I don't think these last two games are going to matter much for MVP purposes. But we'll see. Oh, the play. I don't have it on ball right now. All right, let's go back. Scrub beats out Ignite. Fairy beats out Remco. And K-Dop doesn't necessarily beat out Metsonorus. Huge save by Metsonorus. Well done by him to not go for that challenge right away. And just like, all right, I have to make the save. But look at that. Just a beastly save by Metsonorus. And a good play by Vitality. Just showing their speed there. K-Dop flies for this ball way too early. I think he's trying to read the ceiling and expected it to be a little bit later on the ceiling, maybe. But Metsonorus wins that ball out. And now TSM's got possession because of it. Good passing idea there. Remco. That would have been a nuts shot. I'm going to go back to Remco. I believe they score here anyway, but I just want to go back to the shot because Remco almost pulled it off. Nice pass there. The give and go. Tries to get the angle. He had the angle. He just threw it high. Just threw it high. Hits the crossbar. Incredible shot there to keep that pressure. Fairy Peak trying to clear it out or trying to make the save, so he's not there. Then Scrub has to panic clear, which leaves Metsonorus to make this play. And nice play here, just hitting it off the top. Beautiful double tap by him. So well done there. Knows that most of Vitality does not have boost. There's no one defending that back wall, so it's time to make a backboard play. And what a read here. Like, trying to read it off that curve is always so difficult. As you can see, K-Dop, he didn't read it correctly. Metsonorus, great goal there. All started by that Remco give and go with Ignite. Well done, well done. Alright, Fairy throws it to the corner. Scrub helps him out and gets the pass back out. Metsonorus, good block. Needed that for sure. And another dangerous ball here. Nice play by Metsonorus here to throw it off the curve again, or ish. K-Dop, though, safely puts it down into the corner. Great defensive play there. Right there, Scrub's trying for a cheeky deflection back to K-Dop. And K-Dop actually moves upfield for a half second there, but Scrub just misses it. Doesn't have enough boost, I guess, to get around the ball. So Ignite gets the free clear, but loses that 50. But that's okay, because TSM now has some possession. A little bit too much ping pong, though. Like here with Remco. Let's see why he decides to do this. Let's see where Mets is. It's tough, because I feel like Metsonorus is turning around, so it's very difficult to get the pass to him. And K-Dop is moving forward. So it would be a dangerous pass to Metsonorus, while Ignite is completely on the other side of the field. So this is more of a safety clear than anything. Like, basically, like, all right, Ignite, just make your way back. We'll recollect, and hopefully they don't get a monster clear, and we can keep possession that way. Or just force more ping pong. So I think it was more of just like, you don't want to pass that to Mets and have K-Dop intercept it. But right here, Scrub to K-Dop, and I'm just going to go over to K-Dop real quick on this play. Because these plays are always extremely good reads. Like here, a boost towards the side. It's actually not as good of a read as I thought, but the shot is beautiful. But he doesn't actually have to read this pass all that well. There's just no one over here by TSM at all. So K-Dop has all the time in the world, and Ignite goes up late. And that's just so fast, so clean of a double tap here. Look at this. Just beautiful. Like, I just want to keep watching this. Look at that. He's like, I got it. Let's see which boost he has to use here. All right, so after he touches the ball and flips, he has 43 boost. He only needs to use 17 boost to readjust. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I thought it was at 23. So 25 boost to readjust. He does boost a little bit more here, but just so clean. So clean. Just nuts. Just absolutely nuts. Another win there by Vitality. We're like inches forward, but it goes to Remco this time. I'm telling you, man, every time I move the camera over here. Nice challenge here by Remco. Scrub trying to be a little bit cute, and Remco doesn't fall for it. And now it's a little bit of confusion. So it's probably a better play to leave it for Ignite, because they're both in the same area, but Ignite has momentum, can begin a dribble a little bit easier. And he does get the flick over one, but there's no one left there because Remco has no boost. Metz-Norris is too far back, which makes sense. That play was like never really going to do anything, so it's not the end of the world. Scrub with a rare miss. Go over Scrub. Yep, he just misses. He misreads the ceiling, looks like. So TSM gets possession here because of it. Remco, nice demo. Metz-Norris gets the double tap. Just barely. But this is all Remco again. Remco comes in. Fairy Peaks in net. Would have been a very easy save. But he is dead now. So Metz-Norris. This is another low boost double tap. We'll go over to player review. Sorry. I always mess up the options. So he boosts first to get the first touch, which could have been a shot. But 22 boost, he uses all of it to readjust and gets the shot. Brilliant play there by Metz-Norris. Well done by him. And this is when he starts heating up and starts getting some incredible plays. He's already had 3 really nice plays, you know. He had the double tap, or 2 double taps, and that incredible save, you know. So this was like his game, for sure. Ignite beats out 2 of them. K-Dop and Scrub both go for this, which is never good. Scrub's already in the air. He doesn't have as much momentum as K-Dop, so I understand why K-Dop would go for it, but Ignite beats them both. But Fairy Peak, great ball there. Just throw it safely in a corner, but still almost a goal, and that's the incredible save by Scrub. I'm going to go over to Metz here. So I wonder if he could have done anything better with this ball. So we see double commit. Now everyone's going to push forward on TSM. Fairy Peak has to throw this away. The one thing that Metz could have done maybe is right here, when he sees Fairy Peak go up, he should probably be cheating to the left side of the field a little bit earlier. And like I guess he cheats pretty quickly, like as soon as he lands, so it's not the end of the world. But he doesn't have a lot of boost, but makes sense because they just want to push forward and hope for the best. But he gets relatively weak touch there off the wall. The problem is he's going so fast, he doesn't want to lose his momentum. And he could wait for the half volley, but it's just kind of an awkward spot. Like, it's not necessarily Metz-Norris' fault. It kind of just fell to him in that way. But he still gets the ball to Ignite, and Ignite does his best shot attempt here. So we'll go over to him. Nice deflection there. A little bit weaker than maybe he wanted. But then the save by Scrub is just nuts. It's just nuts. So Scrub has to hustle back. He picks up some boost along the way. And just look at this. Just so clean. It's so clean. Like, he could panic here and just side flip. And then that probably falls into the other side of the post. Or it might hit K-Dop. But instead he's like, I have time. I'll just dribble it. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is nuts. You're insane. Look at that. I don't want on Scrub. Get it off Scrub. None. Look at that. He's like, I'll just dribble it. You know, whatever. What's a few centimeters to Scrub kill it? It doesn't matter. And then he tries for a flick. He has to hurry the flick, obviously. And K-Dop helps him on the defensive end, but it's just nuts. It's just absolutely nuts. We'll go back to K-Dop's view of this. Like, he has to hustle back too. And he just puts on the brakes. He's like, I don't want to own goal this. And they do get a little bit lucky here, obviously. But that save by Scrub kill was absolutely nuts. You're insane, kid. So I've also heard that Vitality will not be participating in the closed qualifiers for the DreamHack. Because they haven't clinched technically top 2 yet, but top 2 will get an auto invite to DreamHack. And they decided, like, I know Greg was in here earlier. Hey, Scrub's in here. What's up, Scrub? He said, like, they don't want to have to do a long tournament on the day before RLCS. So they'd rather, you know, just get their quality scrims in where they can and not worry about that because they basically have top 2 locked up. So they're taking a little bit of a risk, but it's not much of one, to be fair. They've, what, like a 95% chance to lock up top 2? And that's if everything's 50-50. But we all know Vitality's better than 50-50 versus the teams they have left, so. Alright, move on this. Ignite, great pass down here off the ceiling. So Remco wins this ball out. Scrub trying to control this. Basically, Ignite forces Scrub to make a move. He doesn't have time to make a dribble happen, so Remco comes in, throws the ball high, and Ignite. This is just beautiful. He beats out K-Dop. Not only beats him out, but puts this ball in the perfect spot. Just throws it right at the ceiling. Drops right in front of the net. Fairy Peak can't react to it, and Metanoris gets the goal. So, well done there by Ignite. What teams of Vitality have left? They have Triple Trouble and Mouse. But, like, even if they go 0-3-0-3, they still have a really good chance at just clinching top 2 anyway. So. Right here, though, TSM, this was a very good game from them. We had two really good plays by Remco, where Metanoris finished with 2 really solid plays. And then Ignite just had that really nice pass as well. So they're all getting involved. And now they're just keeping possession here. Nice pass, Fairy Peak to Scrub. Scrub kind of beans this one a little bit. I think he wanted it a little bit harder to K-Dop, but it works out. K-Dop is still able to get to the ball. Little give and goes here. They beat out Mets, but that's all they can beat out there. So now they all have to get back. And that's the problem on a give and go, because if you only beat 1 player and there's still 2 behind it, well, you're using 2 players to beat 1, which is never, or not the greatest, but. Scrub tries to bring this down in the middle. He was trying to dribble here, I believe. Like trying to control this himself. He sees everyone kind of trying to retreat here between Remco and Ignite. Like he just wants that secondary touch for a pass, but they close it too quickly. Fairy Peak over to Scrub. Ooh, almost gets the shot. Let's go back here. So Scrub already knows it's coming. You see that there's a double commit by TSM. They're down 2. They have to go for this. So Scrub just grabs this boost, or doesn't even grab the boost. Just goes up the wall. Let's go over to Scrub. Goes for the shot, and, you know, he's trash, obviously. Who doesn't score those? I score those every day of the week. Scrub tried to. It was a really hard pass, and he almost made it, too. Really, really close. And now TSM just gained possession. They're up 2. They'll probably play relatively safe here. Metanoris, though, that's not a good way to start off the let's play safe. Metanoris just kind of whiffs. I think he thought Fairy Peak might have a touch. So gives Scrub a chance on a dribble. And he gets the pass out. But there's a little confusion. So Fairy Peak is going for demos here. And then he's trying to get out of the play. Like, he tried to get out. But it's just so unfortunate. Like, it's not a bad play by Fairy Peak. It's just unfortunate time in here where K-Dop just fucking destroys him. And they miss out on that passing attempt. Let's go over to K-Dop. Just watch him absolutely destroy Fairy Peak here. So Fairy Peak goes to the demo. He misses. All right, so all right, I'm bailing. I know I'm not part of this play. Bam. And he just gets destroyed. K-Dop probably would have scored this. Like, Ignite's backwards. He's going to probably put this top right or top left. It probably doesn't even matter. Let's see it one more time. He doesn't have a lot of boost. He actually probably would have had to try and put it top left because the ball's a little bit too fast for him. And actually, I'm going to say I think Ignite actually makes this safe. Because Ignite turns that direction. I think Ignite makes that safe. So I think he would have jumped and reacted to it pretty decently. So, you know what? It wouldn't have mattered. Fairy Peak over to Scrub, and K-Dop's got a challenge at this point. They're down 2. They're trying to get something going. And that's it right there. With that clear from Ignite, should be it. There it is. There's the goal. Metsonoris is coming up, defending that pass, which is exactly what you want to do as that second man. Just look for the other guy, basically. Like, look for the guy that's off the ball, that's trying to find a spot. He doesn't really even have to do that, honestly. The ball just spills right to him. And that's a goal. And that's the end of that game. TSM gets the win. And then we go into the nice, long game number 4. All right. All right. There we go. Hey, Scrub, we have to recreate the picture that we did at Season 1 LAN. Now that you're 6 feet tall. We have to recreate that at this LAN. We definitely got to try and do that. So I think it would be pretty hilarious. All right. Scrub beats out Mets there. That's pretty nice. Ignite. Nice idea here to control it. Gets his flick. Hey, TSM got a flick on a dribble. Only took the game number 4. So good flick. Around 1. Fairy Peak's there to read it, though, but TSM gets possession. Like, I think they had one other one earlier, but I'm mostly just joshing. Fairy Peak tries to control this. He actually just hits this ball a little bit too hard in front of him, and Remco makes a good save. We'll go over to Remco for a little bit. Good save by Remco. Playing some good dribble defense when he needs to. And the good pass goes for a bump. No one there. And Ignite, I think, actually just completely whiffs on this ball. Yeah, he's just a little bit too close. So he knows this is coming, or is hoping it's coming. It's just like, it's almost impossible for him to hit this. Can't really blame him on this. He's trying for something, and, you know, too much momentum there. Don't really blame a whiff on that one. Good pass here by Mets, though. So it forces Scrub to clear it early. See how worried he was about the shot? He goes up and around the net. He's also trying to avoid any demos. So then Scrub has to do this awkward clear here because of it. And it keeps TSM possession because of that. Mets Norris over to Ignite. And they keep the play going. Scrub Killer should have a clear here. Actually gets kind of a poor touch on this. This could have been better. He wanted better. Like, I think he wanted it more midfield high. If I would expect, if anything. Let's go over to it. Depending on what he knew. Well, like, he doesn't know where Mets is, I guess, at all. But I think he wanted it more midfield high. That's what it seemed like. Instead, poor clear. It allows another scoring chance. A double commit there from Fairy and Scrub, but it doesn't matter. Remco has nothing left in the tank, so he's got to leave. And K-Dop gets possession here. Nice hustle by Ignite to just disrupt anything K-Dop can do there. Makes it a little easier on Remco, and nice double tap there. Or like off-the-wall tap, whatever you want to call it, to get the ball out. And again, TSM holding possession. There's, again, not anything too dangerous yet, but they at least hold possession. Fairy Peak gets it around 2. Can he get around the 30? Cannot, but the play's still alive. Scrub Killer, though, was inching forward, expecting K-Dop to do a little bit more with this play, but he just kind of throws it up to I. And I also makes a good play to challenge that wall, to try and read that. Because he could have just was like, all right, I'm out. I'm going to retreat, but he stayed with it. Mets Norris, again, throwing it off the curve of the ceiling. We saw this work a lot for Barcelona as well. Versus TSM. Or both sides, that is. But Remco, a little bit of a poor shot. He has time here. He kind of rushes this one. Let's go over to him. This probably should have been a goal. Yeah, that definitely should have been a goal. He had plenty of time to react to this and put a quality shot on net, but a little bit of a missed shot. And now they go the other way. Ignite just trying to deflect this out. And now it's just chaos, and Ignite makes the save. It was almost a 2-goal swing there. Good save there. Fairy, good 50 again. Now they're just trying to boost Starve at this point. Scrub grabbing the boost in the other corner. Then they get a demo, and they're just going to keep picking up all these boosts and just try and starve them out. Good pass there by Scrub to keep possession and force Ignite to use a lot of boost here. K-Dub just throws it vertically here. Fairy comes at it a little bit slow, and Metanoris, a good read here to go up. I assume Metanoris didn't have a lot of boost here. Why is it? Okay. I'm trying to go on Metanoris. It just won't let me. Weird replay bugs sometimes, but okay. Metanoris gets the clear, and that was a much-needed clear at that point because they had no boost left, TSM. So if Fairy wins that ball, that's probably a goal. So Remco taps this away. I thought Ignite was over there. Maybe not. Maybe they thought it was going to be more of a push forward. So they got to retreat a bit. Good intercept there by Metanoris. Fairy Peak took a little bit too long on that pass, trying to get a little too cute. One demo comes out, but this is not threatened at all. Like, K-Dop's like, I got all the time in the world. It's only Ignite up here. Everyone else left the play. So even if Scrub, when he respawns, probably would have made a save anyway. Scrub K-Dop. A little bit of bump action here. Looks like K-Dop trying to be a little bit passive because I assume... I don't know, he has boost. He just didn't want to move up at all on this play. Let's go back over to it. So both Scrub and K-Dop retreat. Like, the only thing that you'd like to see here is maybe K-Dop just get ready for the play on the wall or the corner. But Scrub's got it. It doesn't matter. Metanoris tries to read this super, super early. He almost pre-jumps it. Almost. He goes off the wall. This could have been a goal, but it's a very, very difficult read. Goes up. Yeah, just a misread. So no shot attempt there again. How many shots do they have right now? Oh, I hate this. Oh, there we go. They have 6 shots. But I feel like nothing really too threatening. Except for, what was it? The one shot by Remco was their real threat to get the lead. But that's probably about it. K-Dop, pretty poor touch here. Like, they forced that ball out. And K-Dop just jumps early. Like, I think he's expecting a challenge or something. Or maybe he was trying to throw this high and just misread the bounce or how fast the ball was going. Let me go watch him for a bit here. Ignite throws it out. Yeah, I'm surprised he jumped so early for this. Or maybe he's just trying to beam it against the wall as hard as he can to hit the Scrub, but doesn't get a lot on it. But they keep possession for now. That's Norris. Good double tap, but no one falls for it. And that's like the most important thing. When someone's going for one of those double taps off the wall or off the ceiling, like, as long as you're patient and just wait it out, it's not the end of the world. Scrub over to Fairy. Fairy hits that a little bit too far forward, so he loses out on the dribble opportunity. Metanoris has to tap it around K-Dop. He can't really do much else here. The only thing he could do is probably throw it really far left. It's probably his play here. He tries to throw it forward, but the problem is, if he throws it left, like as we just saw, like, Fairy Peak is over there. And then you're just giving Fairy Peak some solo time on the ball as well. So there's not much he can do here. He's got to worry about K-Dop. Like, the only way, like, he can do anything here is if he follows it up. But he has no boost, so he's kind of just in a hard place there. And then Scrub gets a chance. Goes for the double tap and hits it. Of course he does. Let's go over to Scrub. Check out the shot. Remco had a chance here, too, to make the save. Tries to get up. Just a little bit of a misread by Remco. And we'll go over to him again. So he's got a bail on this. Yeah, just a little bit of a misread. Probably should have been saved, but Scrub gets the goal. What do you mean he's not challenging? He got bumped by his teammate. Yummy's mad at me. I'm sorry, Yummy. Alright, we'll continue. Remco gets the dribble around 1. Can't get around 2, but... Ooh, this is a bad play by TSM. 2 of them go up on the same wall for a play when no one's here for Vitality. They all left. And TSM, they still fly for that, so that's a problem. But, luckily, K-Dop doesn't really do anything with it. Fairy Peak. Nice little play here. Let's go over to Fairy Peak. So he has to retreat on this. Because he's kind of in a poor position because of the K-Dop touch. So now he's got to retreat and he's got to figure out what the hell I want to do with this ball with 8 boost. Honestly, Remco just kind of whiffs on this. Like, I think he thought Fairy Peak was going to, like, back up into it. Oh, he's dead. There we go. I think that's the only way that Remco whiffs on this is hard. Like, I guess he thought Fairy Peak had more boost, maybe, too. So he tries for the block, but Fairy Peak has nothing in the tank. So, Remco, yeah, he wanted to dunk on a boost full Fairy Peak, so it didn't happen. But that would have been a nice dunk. All right, go over to Fly. There we go. Scrub Killer just powering through Fairy Peak. That they got lucky that worked. Nice soft clear there by Ignite, but they got to force this ball out at some point. Remco with a little bit of a whiff. Fairy with the bump. Luckily, Ignite is there. Ooh, almost a good passing play here. Remco to Mets, but Scrub turns around on this really, really quickly. And also, like, there's no one in net. So this is just a good play by Scrub. Like, knowing that he's third man, but that Remco doesn't have a shot. And he's going for that pass. So really good read here by Scrub. And Scrub goes for another double. He can't score it. He's just got to try and hit it around Ignite. Let's see. Yeah, he might have been able to do a little bit more with that. Just got a bad angle, but he didn't have a lot of boost. And then Fairy has a chance here to finish, but Ignite, big time save, man. Look at this. Just coming through with the big time save. Fairy Peak also a weak shot there. And now Ignite, he gets a demo, and then Metza Norris. Off the ceiling, the waterfall, the guillotine, whatever you want to call it. Metza Norris does it again. Big time plays. This one's really nice. This is the best one out of the 3 that he had. Throws up super high. Ignite tries for the bump on Scrub as well. Everyone misreads it. But not Metza Norris. I think also they didn't really have boost. Let's see. Yeah, Scrub had no boost. He actually had more than I thought. Yeah, just misread by Scrub. And everyone else getting back. Fairy Peak. See what he does, and K-Dop just spawned, so you don't expect it from K-Dop. But yep, Fairy Peak also just doesn't have the boost, so that was Scrub's ball. A little bit of a whiff, but Metza Norris, big time play. What we got, tagging? Ignite trying for that aerial dribble. Good save by Fairy to throw it away. Scrub's gonna. Oh, I thought Scrub was gonna beat Remco there, or at least make it a 50. But he does not. Ignite almost gets the goal. What a shot, though. At least put that pressure on. Well done. Look at that. That was just fancy. That was a fancy shot. Let's go over to him. Oh, gorgeous. But Fairy with the save. And we go to overtime. And this one was, what, a decently long overtime, right? Like 2 to 3 minutes? Can't remember exactly. Ignite. Ooh, not a great ball here by Ignite. He has Remco available on the pass. So K-Dop does a poor touch, but I think Ignite just doesn't realize that Remco is there. But he should expect it because Remco was the third man on kickoff, so he's going to go get boost and then play that midfield game. But he has an opportunity to pass this. Just throws it right into Vitality. And then Remco, a little bit of a misread. But Metza Norris keeps ball possession alive for them, but there's no one available now at this point, really, to do anything. TSM holds possession, though. It's no incredibly good scoring chance again. They hold possession, just not the greatest of scoring chances. Right there, Remco's just like double tap attempt or aerial dribble attempt is just a little bit too weak. He kind of gets underneath this ball, which he didn't really have to. Like, he's inching forward on his takeoff here. Which, again, like, that just is to the credit of the K-Dop clear, where he's expecting probably not as hard of a clear. So he's inching forward as he jumps, so then he has to, like, tilt back. And now, because he's going this slow, Scrub Killer can easily meet him in the air. And that's just kind of credit to K-Dop's clear attempt there, to keep that from being a really good scoring chance for Remco. Remco, good pass out. Just a little bit too far for Mets, but good control by Mets to just come back down and try and control it. But look at this patience by Fairy Peak. Like, he just, like, he doesn't care. It's like, whatever. You do what you got to do. I'm going to retreat here. There's no boost, but I'll just chillax. Wait it out. Good play by him. The only problem is he gets it around 2, but there's always a third. Remco's there. Remco throws it high, though. Let's go over to Remco. Let's see what he could have done, maybe. If he had any options. It's a little tough because there's a lot of messiness going on around that backboard. And also, he has to be careful because, like, Ignite is on his way back at least, but he's probably not going to get too much going here. Like, the one thing I would like to see him do is throw it towards the net and not go for this backboard touch like this. Because at this point, Mets Norris isn't there. He's going for the demo. And maybe he thought Mets would go up the wall. Maybe. But it doesn't look that way. He's got no momentum. He's just going to try and disrupt any goalies. And now Ignite is out of the play. He's going for boost. So the only way that this turns into a scoring attempt is if you just throw it on net. Just throw it somewhere on net. And hopefully Mets Norris can get some bumps out. But instead he throws it just super, super high. And even if K-Dop doesn't hit this ball, it doesn't really matter. There's no double tap attempt here. Eventually, they would probably get a shot from Ignite coming in, but there was really no like threatening scoring chance right away on that. But K-Dop, he goes for the clear, and right here, Scrub also dives for that, and Ignite wins it out over both. But good read here by Fairy to get back in time. So K-Dop can't follow that. Fairy Peak gets back for the save. And we press on. Mets Norris throws it into the wall. Could have had Ignite here, maybe. Like, Ignite has a lot of open space here again. And I feel like TSM hasn't been hitting the midfield passes really at all in the series. Like, they like to just hit the ball fast and hard and try and play it off ceilings or walls for the most part. For a lot of their passes, it seems like. Mets Norris here. I don't know if you saw him or not. So let's go back. Check that out. Yeah, he's in ball cam this whole time. So he might not know exactly where everyone is. So instead of trying to play it mid where he's not sure where people are, just try and force it around the wall and hope for something. And it almost does work. But again, no shot really on that there. And this play almost turns into a goal. Like, this would have been nuts. Scrub to K-Dop. Almost works, but it's a really good clear. And they get the ball out. Mets Norris with the pinch. Tries to surprise him, but unfortunately the ball goes down to Scrub. See what Ignite can do with that. At least he forces a 50, so K-Dop can't control that, so that's a well-done play there. Scrub with the clear. Mets Norris has time. Good job by Ignite once again. Beating out the Vitality players. And there's the infield pass that we want to see. Mets Norris throws it down to Remco. But good read here by Remco. Plus, it was a little bit soft. So good read by K-Dop, I should say. Oh! Mets Norris. Look at this play. Mets Norris. You're a beast. So he's like, ah, shit. This isn't good. Get over here, Scrub. What a play. What a play. And K-Dop wasn't expecting this. I think K-Dop thought this game was over. He could turn around on this. Maybe. He has 0 boost, so it's going to be very difficult. But he thought probably that was over. But he does get the boost as well. All right, there we go. We'll go back to the ball. But Mets Norris, big time plays, man. And so at that point, I think everyone thought TSM was going to win this overtime. Scrub kill, a really bad clear here. Completely whiffs on it. Turns into a Mets Norris shot attempt, but again, a little bit weak for a shot attempt. It just seems like when they have a really good scoring chance, they kind of blunder it a little bit here or there. Mets Norris hasn't been, but looked like at least in this game, where there are a few attempts where they do get a really good quality chance, they just kind of softly throw it towards Fairy Peak. Go back to the ball. But it happens. It's, you know, you can't hit every shot. K-Dop out. No one's available here, surprisingly. So Metanoris, he retreats because he expects Vitality to counter on this really quickly. So he flips out and is like, oh, crap, I could have stayed. So he turns around. Now he's in a little bit of no man's land, but he's just got to wait for Remco's touch. But Remco obviously does not hit this ball, which is just bad news bears, because look at that. You see how confident TSM is? And this is how you should play this ball for both Metanoris and Ignite. Like, Metanoris, he's beginning to turn up field, and Ignite's immediately like, I'm boosting, I'm moving up the field. Because look at this. Like, if Remco gets a good clear here, all three of Vitality are in the same exact area, not in a great spot. So this could have been a turnaround moment here, or a counterattack opportunity. But Remco just completely whiffs. It forces all TSM back with not a lot going on. Good save by Metanoris there, though. And they do get it out. But super dangerous. Fairy and Scrub a little bit on top of one another, just trying to throw it to the corner. Because they just need boost like at this point as well. Some back and forth here. Nice touch by Remco. Like, this touch is really, really nice. Like, no one expected Remco to get the height on this touch. Look at that. A little bit of a flick there. Let's go over this play review. Look at that. Nice little scoop, I guess, from in the air. Well done. To force Vitality to not gain possession on that play. Fairy up. K-Dop saw him up, so he jumps down. Smart play by K. Oh, Scrub with the whiff, but K-Dop's got it. Nice dribble around one, but can't get around two. Scrub with the monster clear. That's what Vitality needed at that moment. And he follows it up. Fairy beats out Remco, and Scrub's getting all the boost as well. K-Dop off the wall. Remco has to go up again, using a lot of boost. Scrub grabs another boost there. So right now, I assume TSM is all incredibly low. Let's check boost levels. 174. All right, so Ignite's got some. Actually, Remco has more than I thought, so never mind. All right. TSM good, doing a decent job of keeping boost alive, probably with some small boost grabs. K-Dop over to Scrub, and yeah, that's going to do it. That's going to do it. Let's go back a little bit. So Scrub grabs this ball along the wall, just beats out Mets. Like, Mets is expecting this ball to be up the wall, but Scrub takes it down off of it beautifully. And Mets at this point was like the third man while everyone's trying to retreat back. So this scoop by Scrub is just so nice. Watch it again. Right there, that trap, and Mets' Narsh is like, well, I'm in trouble. Then Scrub doesn't do anything with it. Brilliant play. Let's go over to him. Watch it again. So this is all Scrub. Just full control. Completely fakes out Metanoris. Now Remco's there. He beats Remco as well. So the ball spills out. And now since Remco challenged it, there's only Ignite left. And Remco does the smart thing. He tries to intercept, like, anything here. But it's just like, it's too late. So right here, he's trying to block something like that pass. Just doesn't know exactly where everyone is. Or maybe the shot as well, because he knows Ignite's on his way back still, sort of. And we see Ignite. He's coming in after grabbing his corner boost. And now he's got, yeah, like no chance. He's trying to save it. But Scrub Killer gets the finish, and that's the series. TSM didn't play bad at all. Played pretty well. There was a lot of ping pong back and forth. Not a ton of possession, I think, on either side towards the end of that series. Go over to the stats here. Like, you know, TSM, 15 shots. I don't know, like, if I could have counted 15 shots in that game, but hey, it says they are there. But TSM, good possession. I felt like, yeah, most of the time, like, a lot of these shots are just relatively weak. They just couldn't find a way to get that better opportunity. And the few times they had it, they kind of squandered it, so they could have won this game for sure. Like, this was one that they probably should have won to force a game number 5. But I'm excited to see TSM Vitality again. Hopefully we get to see it in the regional championships to see if TSM can do this once more. But they'll have to probably go through Barcelona as well, maybe. Or who knows who else could challenge in Europe. It should be a lot of fun to watch. But TSM Barcelona, like, if that's a semifinal to see who plays Vitality, that'd be pretty fun. But TSM playing well, Vitality playing better. Vitality now only 2 losses on the season, so we'll see if they can keep it up. Like, I thought Vitality was a little bit more shaky this week than last week, which obviously, like, they completely swept Barcelona with 0 goals. But I thought their midfield defense was a little bit better last week than this week, that they gave up a lot more. We'll see if they can clean that up. But it's also just a credit to the teams as well for forcing them out when they feel like it was going to be a worse clear or something like that. But that'll do it for this replay review. Thank you guys for watching. It was a pretty long one. I'd say, what was that, over an hour? Hope you guys enjoyed it. And, yeah, we'll play a couple of games of Rocket League. But for YouTube, we're out. So goodbye. Say bye to YouTube, everyone. Adios. All right. We're going to go and play a couple games. We probably won't do